Anthony Hartwig here with another volleyball player profile. We're back in Grand Valley, and we have junior Kayla Stoer joining us today. Kayla, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Yes, you're welcome.
So this is a Grand Valley roster. You look at it, there's a lot of youth, and you're an upperclassman on it, which means you're probably asked to be a pretty big leadership in your role as an upperclassman. What's that been like this year, trying to take those responsibilities and lead this team?
It's been very difficult, but it's been very fun learning, get getting to know the freshmen and all the underclassmen. It's been a ride, I would say, like a roller coaster ride with all the ups and downs on the team, but I've loved it so far.
Now, last year, you were one of those people on a team that was senior heavy. So, how much do you think you learned from the leaders of last year on how to be that leader for your team and how to step up and be that person that the team needs?
I've learned so much, to be honest. They have given me the motivation to come up on varsity and take their role and just play and having fun on that court.
Was there one of the seniors last year that you think really took you under their wing and taught you a lot about how to be a leader?
Um, I wouldn't say last year, but the year before, her name's Abby. She was one of our liberos and she gave me all this motivation to help me with the back row and all the responsibilities. And it's really improved me a lot.
Now it's your turn to be the libero. You're the leader of the back row. How much
Yes.
pride do you obviously take in that position and being the defensive leader of your team?
I absolutely love it. I love taking that defense. I will never let a ball drop on the ground, and if I do, it's just I put it right behind my back and get the next ball.
You are a defensive leader. So we
Yes,
do talk about getting the digs on the floor and getting maybe the balls that maybe the other team thinks that you're not going to get to and what that does to opposing teams. What's that like to be able to do that?
I love seeing everyone's reactions in the crowd and just seeing like the hearing what they make, like the sound effect noises of what they make whenever I get a ball up that no one expects me to get up. And I just love it because it's a confidence builder.
So then let's also talk about just your love of volleyball. What do you love so much about the sport? What gives you that drive and that fire to keep going and practice probably on the days where maybe you don't want to practice? What gives you that fuel?
I honestly, I just love it. I found my love for it in 6th grade in middle school. I've actually grown up playing softball, and then once I found my love for playing volleyball, I've been playing for it since, and I quit softball for it. But what I love most about it is that it's not just about yourself; it's about your team as a whole. And on that court, it's not one person can fix the whole issue. It's the whole entire team. You need a bond with everyone.
Was there a moment where you felt like the volleyball took over, where you felt like you really fell in love with the sport?
Yes. So my freshman year, our very last game on JV, I had this ball and it got tipped over the net, but it like hit the band on the net and I was like right under there and I passed it up and it got over and it was on the third touch too.
Okay, so that was like your moment, like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is exhilarating.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm so sad I didn't get it on film, but I've remembered that moment since.
it's okay. Now you're a YSN school, so you'll have a lot of stuff on film now.
Yes.
Let's talk about just being able to put the jersey on, representing Grand Valley High School, and what makes you so proud that you're able to represent this school system and this community.
I'm so proud to even put the jersey on because I'm proud that I made the varsity spot that I did. And I'm just happy overall from where my coaches started with me freshman year and then what they've made me into my junior year now. And I'm proud.
Yeah, let's talk about that coaching staff. I know Coach Smolinski is doing a great job down there with Grand Valley. We had a chance to talk with her a little bit this year as a season preview. What do you like so much about being under her, and what has she taught you about the game and about yourself?
She's really taught me A lot. She's honestly, every time out that she takes with us, she tells us what is open on the floor, what we need to cover. And so is Abby, our JV coach, but she's like our assistant varsity. She has helped immensely with this team becoming our JV coach this year. And she's taught us to run a 6-2 and what our seams are. And she's taught us so much.
Junior year, that's when you start to think about your future a little bit. Do you have future plans? Have you started to let that creep in your mind about what you want to do after high school?
Yes. Okay, so I want to become a NICU nurse. I'm taking Kent classes right now, going towards my nursing right now. And I've had thoughts about volleyball, but I've never really gotten anything for it. So it's like, yeah.
What you're sure about your career already, and you're only a junior. What drove you to wanting to be a NICU nurse? What drove you to that career path?
Being able to help babies and just people in general, and seeing the faces of the parents of the babies or kids, it makes me happy.
Do you like when you think about where you want to go to school? Are you somewhere that you want to go a little bit far away from home, or do you want to stay kind of close?
I'm not sure about that question yet. It really doesn't matter to me, at least right now, but not too far, but not too far.
Do you have like a dream state somewhere that, like, if money wasn't an issue and all the other stuff that goes into picking a college was an issue, I'd love to live here.
Oh yeah, Hawaii.
Oh, I love it. Get me in the tropical weather.
Yes.
Let's talk about you into the school system. You're a junior now, so you're taking, like you said, Kent classes. You're still doing your Grand Valley schooling as well. What are some of the subjects that you love and some of the things that you love learning about?
I really love art. I am really talented and good at art with the details and everything. I love math. It's a up and down for me. Um, I don't know. I love all the teachers at Grand Valley, but I don't really take many classes there anymore since I'm into Kent.
Let's talk about those teachers, though. I'm sure there have been teachers maybe in the last 2 years that have impacted your journey, helped you along the way. Who are some teachers that you think you wouldn't be where you are in your school career without?
Definitely Sarine. He's our English teacher, Zach Sarine. He has really helped me a lot. I would go to his class, talk to him, just rant to him whenever I would want to. And even my art teacher, I have a really close bond with her. I go to her class whenever I just need a rant or anything like that. I'm just, you'll always see me talking to her throughout every day of school.
We've talked about your favorite classes and the things that you like learning about. What about the classes that are harder for you? Classes that make you really work, really knuckle down to get good grades in?
Definitely history classes. History classes have been, oh my gosh, really hard for me since like 5th grade. It's just boring and I don't understand it.
When you think of goals that you have for yourself, legacies you want to leave at Grand Valley, whether it be with the student body, whether it be with the volleyball program, what are some things that you want to leave as a mark on Grand Valley High School?
Definitely my artwork, and I want to try and get a goal in volleyball. But that's really all I want to leave at Grand Valley. I've this one piece of really good artwork I've made of my grandpa before he passed. I finger painted him, and he's going in an art show this year. Yeah.
That's awesome. We hope that you get everything you want out of that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I also want to ask about, volleyball goals. Do you have any statistical goals you're trying to reach? Maybe milestones you want to achieve before your career's over?
I want to reach at least 1,000 digs before the end of my senior year. It's just been my goal ever since middle school. And I always just thought it was really cool to see people and to watch people complete that goal of theirs.
Now, what are some things that you do outside of the sport, outside of the schoolwork, to just unwind yourself and give your mind kind of a mental break?
Definitely talking to my family, friends, just trying to get my mind off of things or even just like watching TV, but also practicing volleyball outside of actual volleyball practice or anything.
Since we've talked about your leadership and how you're a role model to the younger players on the court, and we kind of talked about your volleyball role models when you were coming to the program, who are kind of your life role models? Who are those people in your life that you really go to when you need advice or you need help?
My mom is my number one. She has always been my role model. Me and her have always been best friends, and I will always look up to her and just want to be her in general.
Now, when you go away to college, what are some things that you think your mom or your dad or your parents do every day for you that you're gonna have to learn how to do by yourself because you haven't had to do it as a kid living at home?
Definitely talking to adults, like being at the doctor's. I don't know, it's just always something that like I can't do.
Do you think there's maybe like one or two home cooked meals that they do better than anybody that you're gonna have to learn how to make before you leave for college?
Oh yeah, definitely lasagna. My mom's number one to make is lasagna, and she makes it homemade, and it is delicious.
You know, I asked that question to every player, but I'm just trying to make a list of all the moms and what kind of dishes they make. So
Oh
if I ever get a chance for, a dinner, gift, I know what to ask for.
yeah,
One of the things I like to ask volleyball players before we get done, the best feeling in volleyball, right? You're a digger. You get a lot of digs. You get some kills. I know. I've seen your stats. You get a
I
couple
love
here and
it.
there. What's your favorite moment or your favorite feeling in volleyball?
The favorite feeling in volleyball is I would say whenever there's a really, really good hitter, she's obviously pointed out on the other side's team. And every girl on our team gets scared of her. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm not going to be scared. I'm not scared. I want to feel her hit on my forearms. Like, it's just like, I love it. And then getting those hits up to be a perfect pass to the setter is just a confidence booster.
Now, have you always been that way? Like, give me your hardest hit, or have you had to kind of work into mentally being prepared to
No,
get balls
I've
hit hard
always
at
liked
you?
the hardest hits. I just
Always.
like the feeling on my arm.
Oh man, you might be a minority in that. Kayla, we want to thank you for coming on. Before we let you go, we're going to give you the chance to turn the limelight off of yourself. Thank all your support, system, all the people in your corner that have been there for you throughout your career. And we know they deserve the limelight as much as you do. So I want to give you the time to send out some shout outs and say thank you to the people in your life.
Okay. So I wanted to say thank you to Riley Rogers because she has really helped me a lot on that floor. I had quite a bit attitude issues last year, and after last year, this year, she has really boosted my confidence. And she's always just picking everyone up on the floor whenever their heads are down. And then my mom is my number one fan in the crowd. She is always screaming or yelling whenever I get really good serves, hits, or kills or passes. Whatever I do good, she's always there.
We know that she's cheering a lot. And Kayla, we want to make sure that we thank you for your time. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this season in Grand Valley. And we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.